The Iranian Revolution of 1979. Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that a country ruled by the same king for decades was changing forever. Millions of people filled the streets. Some demanded freedom. Some wanted political reform. Others believed an entirely new government was needed. Within just a few months, one of the Middle East's most powerful monarchies came to an end. The event would reshape not only Iran, but also the politics of the entire world. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating history stories. Because today, we're exploring one of the most important events of the 20th century, the Iranian Revolution of 1979. To understand the revolution, we first need to go back several decades. In 1941, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi became the Shah of Iran. During his rule, Iran experienced rapid modernization. New highways were built. Universities expanded. Oil revenues increased dramatically, especially during the 1970s. Many cities grew quickly, and Iran became an important regional power. But modernization also brought new challenges. The gap between rich and poor remained significant in many areas. Some critics argued that political freedoms were limited. The government's intelligence agency, known as SAVAK, became one of the most controversial institutions of the period. Supporters of the Shah believed these policies were necessary to maintain stability. Critics argued they created growing public dissatisfaction. By the late 1970s, different groups, students, religious leaders, intellectuals, workers, and merchants, began expressing their concerns. Although they did not all share the same goals, they increasingly found themselves united in opposition to the government. At the same time, economic problems added even more pressure. Inflation increased. Housing became more expensive. Many people felt that the country's rapid economic growth was not benefiting everyone equally. As public frustration grew, small demonstrations began appearing in different cities. At first, they were limited, then another, and another. Soon, the crowds became impossible to ignore. One of the most influential voices during this period was Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. After years in exile, his speeches and recorded messages were secretly distributed throughout Iran. They spread quickly. People copied cassette tapes by hand, shared them with friends, and listened to his speeches in homes, markets, and religious gatherings. His message reached millions. Throughout 1978, demonstrations became larger. Strikes spread across the country. Even employees in Iran's oil industry joined the protests. Since oil was the backbone of Iran's economy, these strikes placed enormous pressure on the government. The situation became increasingly difficult to control. By the end of 1978, no one knew exactly how the crisis would end, but almost everyone understood that the country was changing faster than ever before. On January 16, 1979, after months of nationwide protests, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi left Iran. For many people, it was a moment they never believed they would witness. Some hoped the country was entering a new era of freedom. Others feared uncertainty and instability. No one knew what would happen next. Just 2 weeks later, on February 1st, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini returned to Iran after nearly 15 years in exile. Millions of people gathered to welcome him. The scenes were unlike anything Iran had ever experienced. Crowds filled streets, rooftops, and public squares. It became one of the largest public gatherings in modern history. During the following days, events moved at incredible speed. Government institutions began losing control. Military leaders faced impossible decisions. Many soldiers chose not to confront the growing crowds. On February 11, 1979, the government of the Shah officially collapsed. After more than 2,000 years of monarchy in Persia and Iran, the era of the monarchy came to an end. Soon afterward, a national referendum was held. Voters were asked whether they wanted to establish an Islamic Republic. According to the official results, the proposal received overwhelming support. A new political system was created, one that combined elected institutions with religious leadership. The revolution transformed nearly every part of Iranian society. New laws were introduced. Government institutions were reorganized. The country's foreign policy changed dramatically. Relations with many Western countries became increasingly tense. Later that same year, Another event captured the attention of the entire world. In November 1979, a group of Iranian students entered the United States Embassy in Tehran. Dozens of American diplomats were taken hostage. The crisis lasted 444 days and became one of the defining moments in relations between Iran and the United States. Its effects would influence international politics for decades. Inside Iran, the revolution continued shaping daily life. Supporters believed it restored independence and protected the country's cultural and religious identity. Critics argued that political freedoms became more limited in the years that followed. Historians continue to debate the revolution from many different perspectives. Some describe it as one of the most significant popular revolutions of the 20th century. Others focus on its long-term political, economic, and social consequences. What is certain is that the events of 1979 changed the course of Iranian history forever. Even today, more than 4 decades later, its impact can still be seen across the Middle East and around the world. So, what do you think? Was the Iranian Revolution an unavoidable turning point in history? Or could events have unfolded differently? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another fascinating journey through history. Because history isn't just about the past. It's about understanding the moments that changed the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.